Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
New here at noon, concerns about the drinking water in one Metro Detroit city after that water main break that sparked a boil water advisory. That story tops our news here at noon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Evrod Cassimy. Right now, Lapeer County and the state are giving away free water filters and bottles of water after low levels of lead are found in Imlay City. The health department says the homes were tested after the water main break last month. They say people can continue to use tap water to wash their hands, bathe, and do laundry, but they're urging all homeowners to use a water filter as a precaution, especially ones with children and pregnant women. Imlay City is giving out water and filters at the Michigan State Fairgrounds on Midway Street until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Meanwhile, that boil water advisory in Novi has just been lifted. It was issued as a precaution after the storms on Monday because of power problems at 3 Great Lakes Water Authority pump stations. The city's testing found no bacteria in the water samples. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of Metro Detroiters are still in the dark after Monday's storms. DTE says about 103,000 customers are still without power. 3,200 crews are out in the field working to fix it. DTE is hoping to have power restored to your home to the majority of people by tonight, sometime tonight. Another news new here at noon, a scare with a small plane in Macomb County earlier this morning. We're told the plane lost a wheel at the Romeo Airport in Ray Township. The plane actually never made it off the ground, but we are working to get more information about the circumstances here. Meanwhile, pilots across the country are hitting the picket line today as Labor Day travel kicks into high gear. It comes as the Department of Transportation launches a new way for you to get answers to your questions after your flight is canceled. Local 4's Hank Winchester joins us now live at Metro Airport with more. Hank?
And Brad, this is huge news for passengers. The Department of Transportation now offering this online tool starting today. You can go online and any passenger can check the status of not only their flight, but they can learn whether Delta, American, United, any airline, how they're going to handle any delays and cancellations. And they're also providing all the contact and the breakdown of the financial information for you all in one place. As you mentioned, the pilots today, not only here at Metro, but at Atlanta and Minneapolis, staging what they refer to as an informational picket. Take a look at some video. This from Detroit Metro. There are many airline employees that are walking outside of the terminal. It looks like a strike. It is not. They are simply voicing their concerns with working conditions regarding the various airlines over the last few months. We talked with a captain a short time ago. Here's what he had to say.
Delta pilots are here to bring attention to the fact that it's been more than 6 years since our last agreement. The Delta pilots have led this company through a pandemic. We have hit the pause button on our negotiating efforts in the past, and now Delta Airlines is emerging as an industry leader once again. It's time that Delta Airlines puts forth a contract to the Delta pilots that reflects the contributions we've made.
No comment from Delta regarding these informational pickets that you will see at major airlines or major airports, rather, including Detroit Metro today. Again, the big headline is really great news for passengers. The Department of Transportation website today now up and running. We'll have a link at clickondetroit.com. It's kind of a one-stop shop for anybody that experiences a delay or a cancellation, whether it's here at Metro or any airport across the country. We're going to have much more for you tonight at 5 o'clock from Metro. For now, Evrod, back to you.
All right. Hank Winchester reporting live for us this afternoon. Hank, thank you. State police are investigating a case of road rage that might have led to a shooting on the freeway this morning. Sky 4 was over the scene right there on eastbound I-96 near Wyoming. This was just a little while ago. The victim tells police that a woman in a Dodge Charger was driving in front of them and then slammed on the brakes. Well, shortly after, the woman is accused of pulling out a gun and firing a shot. The other driver was not hit, but eastbound I-96 was shut down right there at the Southfield Freeway, but it has since reopened. All right, so we do want to switch gears a bit and talk about your forewarned weather on this first day of September. As you can see, the Detroit skyline there looking pretty calm out there today, Brent.
Beautiful look. I mean, does it get any better than this? We do have a little warming coming our way this afternoon. Hope you're doing well on this first day of September 2022. 76 degrees, our official number, same number down in Monroe, 78 in Howell, 77 Flint. Notice Sandusky at 67. We've had winds from the northeast to the southeast, keeping some areas a little cooler east side, but the winds are going to shift here to the southwest, and that'll really help our afternoon warming nicely because tons of sun, low humidity, light winds. The recipe for a beauty here around Metro Detroit. 80 at 2 o'clock, 83 the high. It's the opening of the Romeo Peach Festival, Evrod, and the Tigers have an afternoon game as well. All good.
Yep, at 1:10. All right, Brandon, thank you. We're going to check in with him in just a little bit. But right now, we don't want to talk about the CDC panel, who are in the middle of a hearing on the updated booster shots. The committee's authorization is the next step in this process of making them available to the public. The FDA signed off on the boosters yesterday, and the vaccines, if you aren't familiar, they provide protection against the original strain of COVID and the recent Omicron variants. The U.S. has purchased 171 million doses of the vaccine, which could be given out within days if a green light is given. The vote is expected a little bit later this evening, so we'll let you know what happens there. Detroit police are asking for your help to find a suspected murderer. Police are looking for Demetrius Johnson, who's pictured here on your screen. They say that he was following a man and a woman in his gray Ford Mustang just last week near East 7 Mile. They believe that Johnson fired a shot, killing the 22-year-old victim. Police have found Johnson's car, but they're still looking for him. So if you know where he could be, you're asked to contact police. So the next phase in the legal battle between former President Trump and the Department of Justice is going to play out in a Florida courtroom in about an hour. A judge is going to be deciding whether to grant Trump's request for a special master to review the documents seized from Mar-a-Lago. Bree Jackson is in Washington, D.C. for us this afternoon with the new statements from Trump's legal team.
The Trump legal team doubled down on its request for a special master and downplayed the Justice Department's concerns about the classified documents recovered from Mar-a-Lago, saying there was no cause for alarm. The public legal battle over the FBI's search of former President Trump's Florida home heads into the courtroom this afternoon. Trump's team arguing that left to their own devices, unchecked investigators would selectively leak bits of their investigation. This in response to the Justice Department's bombshell filing, including information on top-secret documents, as well as other classified evidence seized and displayed in this photo.
So that the public believes that this is top-secret documents that were on his floor. It's ridiculous.
Trump's lawyers insist the need for a special master remains in place, renewing their push for an independent assessment of attorney-client privilege documents and what falls under executive privilege.
So it's a little odd to be seeking a special master when you can't identify any of the documents that you say are privileged.
Trump family members believe the federal government's investigation is political.
My father-in-law has said he has nothing to hide. He did nothing wrong.
The Justice Department's filing suggests the former president could face legal trouble. The DOJ laying out evidence that government records were likely concealed and removed, and that efforts were taken to obstruct the investigation. But no word on charges yet.
What we need to do is let the FBI and federal prosecutors do their work, gather the facts, and make their best judgment.
Later today, a federal judge will determine whether a neutral third party will review the documents found. The Justice Department has argued that appointing a special master could hinder the federal government's investigation. The judge in the case has signaled that she's likely to appoint one, but said she would not rule on the matter until after today's court hearing. In Washington, I'm Bree Jackson for NBC News.
Bree, thank you. Tonight, President Biden is going to be giving a primetime speech on what the White House is calling the, quote, soul of the nation. It's happening tonight at 8 o'clock in Philadelphia, where he's expected to accuse Republicans of supporting an extreme ideology that threatens democracy. It'll be streaming live on our streaming channel, Local 4+. The city of Detroit has just started accepting applications for adult-use recreational marijuana businesses. There are a total of 160 licenses available over 3 phases. During the first phase, 60 licenses will be awarded. These are applications that will close on October 1st. To qualify, you have to be a Detroit resident or a resident of a community disproportionately impacted by the prohibition of marijuana. Let's talk about Twitter. It's announcing it's working on something that many of its users have been wanting for years now, in fact. I'll tell you all about this new function that might be coming to your timeline. But first, a team trying to prevent a nuclear disaster arrives at a power plant in Ukraine. We'll have more on that next.